Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. This your boy BZ Badass. I am Stone QC of Austin, and this is your mama's favorite podcast, Bros with Opinions. And we have got some. Whew, we are coming off of a fantastic pay-per-view at Crown Jewel. Literally in the midst of another great pay-per-view in TNA's Bound for Glory, plus all of the action from Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. We got you covered, plus all of our segments. We got a packed show for y'all today.
Absolutely. It's about to go down. It's been a hell of a day, hell of a weekend for wrestling, really. And we got a lot of shit to talk about. We got a lot of shit coming up. Um, I don't know where to start per se, but I want to go ahead and dive right in to one of our segments before we even get into all the stuff that we have to talk about.
Right.
Let's go ahead and get down to business.
Let's handle it.
Just to get shit started. 3 minutes of playtime off the rip.
Oh, out the
Off the
gate.
rip. Out the gate with it. Switch it up. So this week, for 3 minutes of playtime, we have the GOAT, the Oracle, the Advocate, the Wise Man,
The
however
wide
you know
man.
him, Paul Heyman. The Wise
The,
Man.
that man looked like a
If they ever need somebody else to play the Penguin in Batman, Roman got the plug.
bro looked like a walrus.
Oh God. He looked like a walrus with a 401k. The walrus got a 700 credit score.
Especially with that picture that he making that face. He like you about to finish that, right? You gonna eat that? He ate just like the back of his head ate that ponytail.
Finally,
That shit got shorter and shorter.
Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman just been passed around until his ponytail just tapped out on him. Cause boy, you done went from in the
Paul
last
Hay-
5 years alone. You done went from being an advocate, wise man, oracle. Goddamn. You was with CM Punk for like 5 minutes again. Like,
he introduced Brock Lesnar. I know his Indeed profile is extensive.
got a hell of a resume.
He got a cheese Danish in his jacket pocket.
What the fuck? You said he got a cheese.
Yeah, snacks on deck.
Oh shit. That nigga do look like he know what all the good food is in New York though.
He know his way the fuck around catering. He be feeding him good. Seth Rollins pay him in Slim Jims.
Oh shit. This nigga wildin'. This nigga left the bloodline. His hair started falling out and shit. That's crazy. That
That's
ponytail been
karma
back there.
catching up to you. God
That
don't like
ponytail
ugly.
been back there. Ponytail been back there this whole time. As soon as he stopped acknowledging the tribal chief, goddamn ponytail gone. That's a message, everybody. Remember to acknowledge your tribal chief.
Stay loyal, 10 toes the butt down, and keep your ones in the air.
Facts. All right. So we just got on Paul Heyman ass for a few minutes. But now we got to dive into everything that's been going on in the wrestling world. I mean, right now, obviously, as y'all are watching this, it's not. But right now, as we are filming this episode, Bound for Glory is happening right now. We're going to wrap up everything that's gone down once we get to the end of the show, we should be just about on the way out of there. Let's talk about what we just saw yesterday from Perth, Australia. Let's talk about
Mhm.
Crown Jewel.
And
Um,
what a jewel of a show it was. Actually, it was
it really was.
really good.
That was a perfect bounce back from whatever the fuck WrestlePalooza was.
I mean,
Russell,
in every aspect of what WWE expects of not just themselves, but what we all expect for them in a PLE. The crowd was night and day. The
yeah,
matches were even better. Like everything felt like it mattered.
yeah. I'm telling you, it's not gonna get no easier for us fans in the U.S. Because if
Oh,
these crowds keep doing their shit the way they're doing it around the world, bro, we're gonna see like more and more PLEs and shit going over there.
right.
Like,
Because you gotta think they're grateful for the chances that they get to host these shows, especially take Perth for example. Perth is in Western Australia, which is not normally where like all the other bigger cities are, like Sydney and Melbourne, and all of those are. They're all on the east side of Australia, which is weird because like everything is either out west, out east on the coast, because there's nothing in the middle. So for Perth to get not just Elimination Chamber from like what I think it was like either a year and a half ago. Yeah, I think it was last year. Now they get Crown Jewel and they went nuts both times. They said it in the intro to the show last night. WWE has already done shows in 17 countries this year, and every last one of those spots that they went to, the
so
crowds were ravenous and way better than any U.S. crowd that's been this year by leaps and bounds.
yeah, and they've been selling them bitches out. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be more and more events outside of the U.S.
Are you,
after like the year that they had. Yeah, and we
I
already
mean,
got a Mania set in Saudi Arabia.
and a
So,
Rumble. Next year's Rumble's in Riyadh.
yep. So
Right, you're putting a
it's
Rumble out
already
there.
starting.
Mania gonna be there, and they're gonna do more shows out and when they do the European tour, because those just used to be house shows. Now
Mm-hmm.
they're putting them on TV and putting them in PLEs. We got to do better, America.
Yeah, we're gonna lose all this shit.
Right?
Got to
Then
go
we gonna
overseas.
be looking stupid. You want to lose out to another PLE to France?
No, we're gonna do
Because
that.
it's gonna
Don't.
happen. Because you heard these French crowds, they are gonna be sad that AJ Styles is gone, but they'll find somebody else to cheer for and make songs for and shit.
Yeah, for real. Ain't nobody fucking with France right now.
Right.
But Australia was lit for Crown Jewel. We did see two of the hometown, home country superstars. We saw Bronson Reed, of course. I can't really recall. Was that the first time somebody's pinned Roman one on one since like WrestleMania 40?
Yes. Because
Like,
Cole was like, nobody's pinned him in years. I'm like, bro, he lost the title last year. He
yeah,
beat him 1-on-1. And here's another fun fact. I saw this online. Bronson Reed is the only person to beat both Roman Reigns and Kazuchika Okada in one-on-one matches.
damn. Well, there you go.
You want to talk about,
Maybe it's the future.
right? Like, to beat those two, those are. I mean, Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns, and Okada is literally the Japanese Roman Reigns. Like,
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Let's talk about what we saw after that match too. Um, First off, if you didn't watch the show, for those of y'all watching, so from the opening of the show until the end, like the segment after the match and shit was like 40. I think it was like 42 minutes. I timed that shit earlier.
right?
First off. So you're in for an emotional roller coaster either way. But we saw the Usos come out after the match, well, during the match actually, because
Right.
Braun Breaker got involved and Jay
You know,
Uso ended up spearing Roman through the table, and the
and
match
he
ends, and they're all in the ring, and Roman Roman
he
let loose.
he had a come to Jesus meeting with both of the Usos right then and there. He airing out all type of family business like we couldn't hear that shit.
Right. He already said I can't do shit by myself. He told them motherfuckers he didn't want to see them until when?
Bro said he didn't want to see these two until Christmas. He's done with them. Like all you can hear is Bronson Reed's music playing. And
Yeah.
Roman's sitting in the ring. What I tell you? What I tell you? Did I tell you stay in the
It's
this
only one
only
way.
this only works one way.
He told him.
He was really trying not to crash out.
Yeah, he really was. I don't know how well he was succeeding because he was about to.
I mean, he succeeded. He got out of the ring. Nobody else took a spear. He had every
but
reason to. He had very valid points as to why he could have crashed out, but
that's
he
true.
chose not to.
And then we saw the way Jay Uso walked away. Um, I don't know. I
Jake,
keep getting the vibe from Jay that change is coming. I feel like I feel like Jay about to turn, man. I don't know. They keep giving us little flickers of
like it's there. I mean, everybody sees it. Like the writing's pretty much on the wall. It's just about a matter of how are they going to pull this off, and
yeah.
what's it going to lead to. I mean, because you know how I feel about Jey Uso, and and for those of you who don't, uh, Jey Uso's world title reign was 52 days, and let me just say that was 52 days too long. Jey Uso should have never gotten anywhere near that World Heavyweight Championship. Did he win it twice?
Did he
He
win it
won it
twice?
twice. Because, like, he won it from Gunther, and then Gunther won it back, right? No,
Yeah,
Gunther, he does,
no.
no, he didn't win it twice. Because Gunther lost the puck.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, where the fuck has he been at?
Actually, I was gonna bring that up. He's actually supposed to be coming back soon. I don't know why he's been off as long. I know he was a little bit banged up, but it shouldn't have been this long. I guess maybe they gave him some
Right.
time off. I don't know, but when he come back,
But what's next for him is the question. Because
and I think
he can't just be out here beefing with like Alpha Academy and shit.
we'll see. And I think that's why he's been off TV because I don't think he's gonna do some bullshit like that. And I think
Mm,
they're very dedicated to keeping this whole shit with him and the percentage of time that he's been there as champion and shit. So it's
right,
like if he's not in a major feud or going after a championship or holding a championship, he's just not gonna fucking be there. And I'm fine with that.
right.
I'm fine with that. I want to see like Gunther and Brock. That's the fucking match, and
Yes.
I need to see it. So hopefully, whenever he come back, that's what we start building to. But I don't know. Another cool thing about Crown Jewel, John Cena and AJ Styles.
Mm.
My God, what a match!
Talk about that. The hits just keep on coming.
That was a fun one to watch. Um,
Yeah, it was. It
all
was
the callbacks.
so good. And from AJ's entrance into his gear to the entrances that Alicia Taylor gave him.
Yeah,
Oh my god! And then the
bro.
match itself.
Can we talk about how crazy it was to hear a WWE ring announcer say the words Bullet Club finally? Like,
Right.
I
Like
heard
we
that
don't.
shit. I was fucking making breakfast, bro, while this shit was playing, and like I stopped full send when that shit. I heard that shit. Almost burnt the goddamn hash browns up. And I was like,
Wait
"You
a
say
minute, bro.
Bullet Club? What?"
Even AJ Styles was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
They let that one slip.
yeah. H was letting the hits play today. We saw everything from. We saw an attempt at pedigrees, attempt at 619s. We saw Sweet Chin music. We saw RKO.
Yo, the the Orton DDT, Angel's Wings,
Yes.
the Sister Abigail, where they put and then
Yeah.
they put up the fireflies too. I love
Yeah.
how
That was.
like they read the room and just let
Yeah.
that shit happen.
W crowd. That's why John Cena is who he is because he was able to just do that shit and then just let everybody take in the moment. You know what I mean? Or like there were moments
Right.
where the crowd was literally chanting for what move they wanted next. Like shit was crazy.
I mean, John Cena choke slammed AJ Styles. I always wondered why like average height wrestlers don't choke slam other average height wrestlers. I mean, does it look
I
cool
don't
from
know.
a bigger wrestler? Yes. But is
Yeah,
it practical and can it work against from one medium sized wrestler to another? Absolutely it can because
yeah,
me personally, especially if I'm a fighting motherfucker, I might go for the throat. So it wouldn't be nothing to choke slam a motherfucker if I need to.
that's true. That's true. That's very logical, but it's wrestling.
Yeah.
And
Plot armor
sometimes this
kicks
shit
in,
don't be
man.
making sense.
Plot armor is a motherfucker.
Yeah. So we saw a tombstone,
Yes.
and then the AA to end the match. And
And that was maybe like the 17th AA it took for AJ
yeah,
Styles to finally get pinned.
and these motherfuckers kicked out of every finisher.
It was there was a Walls of Jericho.
Yeah, Walls of
It's
Jericho was crazy.
they
Wasn't
want
there a yes
Edge.
lock? Wasn't there a yes lock at some point?
Um, I don't remember when. I do remember a Skull Crusher finale though. They did that too.
That did happen. I think that was I think the first one
Right,
before it up. But the crazy thing out of all this, man, is the last time we gonna see this match. AJ
right.
retiring next year, and John Cena has 4 dates left.
4. This shit is wild. I
It's
mean,
almost over.
it's like I know like John's been like floating, been working part time and floating in and out of retirement until he did the tour. But like to actually see, because like we all saw his entire career and it the wild fucking ride that he's taken us on and that we've been on with him, from him, me hating him, and from like 2006 to like 2014 because he just won every goddamn thing,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
right, he loved him, hate him, heel turn, face turn, whatever the fuck he might be. He really just might be the fucking goat.
yeah.
He really just might be.
He is who he said he was.
Right.
And speaking of people being the goat, Seth Rollins called himself the goat after he won the Crown Jewel championship.
He
Um,
needed that shit. He needed that win.
yeah, I called both of the winners for that shit,
Right.
the
It's a
male and
clean
female. I
sweep
knew.
for Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I mean it just you could just feel the way shit was going. Um,
Right.
Tiffany, she been winning all fucking year. I think that was her first. That
That
might
was
have
her
been the
first
first
loss
time
this
she
year.
got pinned. Yeah, that's the first time she got beat all year.
Mm.
That needed to happen. And
Yeah.
also, Seth Rollins needed to beat Cody Rhodes finally because there was no reason
Yeah.
for Cody to win a second Crown Jewel ring in a row. Right.
Right. I mean, and
So
with especially with Tiffany and Steph, like it, like her losing to Stephanie doesn't really hurt her at all
mm,
anyway. Because I mean, yeah, I mean she's another champion. She's the other champion. It's not gonna hurt her to lose to that because nobody else on her brand can beat her.
exactly. So I
It's
mean,
still Tiffy time, and they love her out there in Australia.
that's
It's
true.
always Tiffy time. It's
They love
always
her
Tiffy
everywhere.
time. Yeah,
Feels like they love her
Tiffany
everywhere.
Stratton. Tiffany Stratton's dope.
But yeah, Crown Jewel was fire. Um, let's kind of take a look before we go over to TNA because we got a lot to cover on that end. Um,
Mm,
I want to talk about what's coming up next with AEW because they got Wrestle Dream coming up. But I just want to say it's a lot of motherfucking rematches from All Out at Wrestle Dream.
right. And they're just
That's
tweaking
coming up
some of the
next.
matches. It's not like they're like doing anything like too outrageous.
Right. That's coming up next weekend. So they have this tailgate brawl shit. It's like before Wrestle Dream. It's like pre-show, I guess.
Right.
So, so they have FTR against Jet Speed on that, and then they have Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron against Penelope Ford and Megan Bain. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we've seen that one.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then when you get into the Wrestle Dream card, it's a lot of all out rematches. Now, the one I will make the exception for is the I Quit match with Darby Allin and Mox.
Yeah, that's gonna be Darby's gonna die. He's not gonna
Yeah,
quit,
pretty
but
much.
he will perish.
They've been building the shit out that feud though, so that one I respect. Um, so you also got Thekla and Jamie Hayter 1-on-1.
That's gonna be good.
You got Jurassic Express and the Young Bucks in the $500,000 match. I'm not really sure. Uh,
He's
what
he's still giving out $500,000 to these in these tag matches and shit.
I
I
know,
need to
right?
work for shit. I need to work for Tony Khan if he just divvied it out like that.
He is. Have you seen Mercedes Monet's contracts?
Yeah,
Yeah, he got it. Yeah. Um,
he that new Ted Turner.
yeah, you ain't lying. So we also got an AEW World Tag Title match. We got Brodito going up against Okada. Let me just this match right here. This one might steal the show. Outside of the I Quit match, that might steal the show. Um, Brodito been doing some excellent work
Right.
in the tag division. But then you got Tony Storm versus Stat. They got that rematch. Um,
Wait, you said Brodito was facing who?
they're facing damn, I lost it. I lost it. It's okay to somebody.
Oh,
I
Lord.
lost it now.
It's probably
Hold
gonna
on.
be Okada and Takeshita.
My shit clogged up. It is. It is. They might fuck around and win that shit for real.
Yeah, because honestly, as far as like the best, they're probably two of the best wrestlers on the entire roster. We know Okada is, but Takeshita just won. He been hot all year.
So then we also got Kyle Fletcher and Briscoe for the TNT Championship,
I
and
can see
then
that.
the main event is intriguing. I feel like it's something I would have wanted to see like 5 years ago ish. But you got Hangman defending the world title against Samoa Joe.
Right.
That's a great match at any point in history, but I feel like that's when I would have rather seen like
I mean, well, yeah, because Joe made some
maybe.
very valid points when he was cutting his promos against Heyman. He was like, "You wouldn't even be champion if it wasn't for the ops coming in to handle the business with the Death Riders any fucking way." And we didn't even get a fucking thank you. So like, yeah, you gonna have to either unask that AEW title, or, or you gonna have
Yeah,
to
for
unask
real.
that yeah, because I I mean, I don't see Joe winning as much as I would like that, but it's
Yeah.
still it'll be a fun match without a doubt.
So we also got I missed the match too. Another rematch from All Out. The Hurt Syndicate and the Demand, which is Ricochet and
The gates are hanging. Yeah, like
yeah, that's what they going by now.
they just
Um,
folded Ricochet through a table last week.
so yeah. Stacked card, but again, you got 5 rematches from All Out. I feel like maybe 3 of those are necessary, but
Right.
I'ma still watch it though. Like I'ma
Yeah, it's
still
still
watch
gonna
it.
be fun.
Absolutely. All right. So moving on now. Going backwards to go forward. Because Bound for Glory is just about wrapping up. But we got to talk about what happened with this NXT TNA showdown that we just had. Um,
Yes, sir.
so let's talk about the women's matchup first off.
Yeah. The team NXT, which consisted of the NXT Women's Champion JC Jane, Jada Parker, Sol Ruka, who was that fourth lady? Um,
Lola Vice.
yes, Lord.
Jordan Grace as the referee, by the way,
Yeah,
was a
I
very
did
interesting choice.
double cheeked up on a Tuesday afternoon against TNA, which consisted of Kalani Jordan, the TNA Women's Knockout Tag Team Champions, The Inspiration, and Mara Sade, formerly known as Jakara Jackson, which was my probably the most interesting pick that could have been made, but definitely a pick that definitely got her. Uh, that shows how hard she's been working since she left NXT and went to TNA. So good for
Mm-hmm,
her.
for sure. I was happy to see it. I just it went pretty much how I expected it to go. I mean, you had a good showing from the TNA team, but NXT Women's Division is better than you really. It's really crazy to call NXT a developmental because their women's division is better than just about every other promotion out
Yeah.
there. Like,
I mean, if you look at it like as a complete unit from top to bottom, then yeah. But because a lot of the other women's divisions are very top heavy,
mm-hmm.
like example with AEW, you got Tony, Mercedes, Athena, Stat, and then it kind of just dips off.
Yeah.
Uh, Same thing with hell, even with Raw and SmackDown.
I would say right now NXT's women's division is easily
Yeah,
better than
it's though
SmackDown.
It's the complete package. Shawn Michaels got it going the fuck on. He got all
Yeah.
them. He got all them thick bitches down there working.
You ain't lying. He is not lying.
uh, was like a bowl of cold grits. All of them. The whole lot of them.
So another cool part about the show, Ethan Page and Mustafa Ali. I
Yeah.
don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not watched that full match, pause this shit. I'll wait for you. Pause it right now and go over there and
Mhm.
watch that shit, and then come back and talk to us.
Yeah, we'll be here when you get back, and we'll be ready for you to, because as out of all the matches on Showdown, this one had easily the best build because it was all true. I mean, Mustafa Ali got fired before he got his announced North American Championship match. They had already said Mustafa Ali versus Rey Mysterio is Dominic Mysterio is going to happen, and then they were just like, "Nah,
Pretty
we had
much.
to let Mustafa go. We know we booked him, but you know what? He will be all right."
Yeah,
And all Mustafa Ali did since leaving WWE was put a suit on and turn the fuck up.
literally.
Because in Ali we trust, and they brought that shit all the way back to when they finally got him this NXT versus TNA thing and bringing in that title match. I mean, technically did earn. He never really got it, so and it turned out to be, to me, probably the best match on that card.
Yeah, it was. It was. As far as pure wrestling, that was like some of the shit Mustafa Ali was doing, bro. Like if you wasn't tapped in with what he was doing in the Indies, or you wasn't tapped in to what he been doing in TNA, and this was
Right.
your first time seeing Mustafa Ali since he was on like the main roster and shit, good, good. Because now you know what the fuck you've been missing.
Yeah, he one of the ones. I mean, if anybody were gonna switch the titles from NXT to TNA, that could have been the one.
hmm It still could happen. I
Yeah.
think in that match, Ethan Page, he won. But that was one of the matches where, yeah, the bad guy won, but Mustafa Ali opened a lot of people's eyes if they were sleeping on him. You feel me?
Right. You look at after
Speaking
that
of
match.
opening,
You look at that match and you'll
speaking
wonder why he even got fired in the first place.
facts, it made Vince look dumb as fuck for real. But we was just talking about people from TNA taking NXT titles,
Mm-hmm.
and we can't discuss that without talking about the Hardys winning the NXT Tag Team Championships.
That's crazy. It's 2025, and the Hardys, Matt and Jeff, are double champions, triple champions. If you count that House of Glory Tag Team Championship win that he just had a week and a half ago, or
I mean,
about somewhere
really,
around that time range.
they really got four because they got the fourth rope tag title too.
Oh yeah, like they are
Yeah.
really out here still turned up.
hmm
And now they have this tables match with the Dudleys, with both the NXT and the TNA tag titles on the line.
Yeah. That's
So in 2025, either the Dudleys or the Hardys after tonight will be the NXT tag team champions.
wild. And we are gonna run all that shit down here just a little bit also. Um Team NXT versus Team TNA, the men's match. Um I mean, I'm glad
It's
that TNA won. I'm glad TNA won.
right.
We didn't need them to come into this and just get steamrolled by NXT because
Again,
they already doing that to them with their championships and shit.
right.
Or at least they were. But Yeah, Trick walks out and Ricky Saints eats the pin from Santana.
So with a
Uh,
TNA World Title match, Mike Santana has also pinned the NXT champion. So
hmm
I can't wait to see how that plays out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Joe Hendry was a special guest ref. They ain't even mentioned he wasn't even scheduled to be. Somebody just accidentally said his name and he just showed up.
I mean, that's usually how it goes. Say
Yeah.
his name and he appears. Shit.
Well, if that's the case, then why won't he pop up on the pod?
That's true, because we be saying his name on this bitch a lot. For real.
Right. We believe over here.
Mm. Um, Real quick, I do wanna make a note. Um, so basically, the ratings from last week is what I want to talk about because so Dynamite actually did 321,000 viewers because remember the shows were head to head because they decided to do Title Tuesday
Right.
on the same night as NXT versus TNA. I don't know who the fuck idea that was.
It's not a good one. They need to be fired.
Don't do that shit again. Don't do that shit again. No. Stop that shit. 321,000. NXT and TNA did 625,000, which I feel like if they was on Wednesday, they probably would have did more. You had some people that was split watching both,
Right.
but I don't know. That was a crazy decision to go like just stay on Wednesday, bro.
Right.
That
You
shit wild.
run. Right. You have Wednesdays. You're the only one on Wednesdays. Stay there.
Yeah, for real. I don't know what made them think that was a good idea. That
You
shit
do not
wild.
need to do Title Tuesday, especially against one of NXT's biggest nights of the year.
Yeah, that shit crazy. I don't know why they would think to do that. Speaking of big nights for NXT, they got another pretty decent show lined up for next week too. They're having a battle royal to determine JC James' opponent for Halloween Havoc for the NXT Women's Title. I assume
No.
Zarya goes one on one with Blake Monroe. Josh Briggs goes one on one with Matt Cardona.
Oh
That's
yeah.
gonna be dope. Yeah.
Always
So
ready.
so
Matt Cardona in an NXT ring. Good for him. They need to do a segment with Chelsea and Ethan or something again while he's there.
for real. But speaking of fantasy booking NXT and whatnot, that seems like a great segue to our next segment, the top five that are live.
Reach for the sky, boys.
And this week we talk about the top five must see NXT versus main roster matches that we have not gotten yet.
And we have got some good ones for y'all.
There's a whole lot of them. The possibilities are endless, really, because you got so many people in NXT now that came from other promotions where it's people in WWE it wouldn't even be possible for them to have a match with until now.
Right.
You want to kick this shit off, or should I?
Of course I do. Now I'm gonna kick it off with a big one since we're not really doing this in any particular order. One big one for me would be Jacob Fatu versus Obafemi.
Mm, that's a
You
banger.
can't not tell me these two massive human beings who are both insanely strong, insanely agile, and most importantly, insanely over, as you would like to say, this shit would feed families.
literally, which is good because Jacob got like fucking 17 kids or some shit.
Got all them goddamn kids. He need to feed them.
All right, so the first match that came to my mind, um, it was actually put in my brain, not this Rumble, but the Rumble from 2024 when we saw Jordan Grace pop up the first time.
Right.
um, but it's Muscle Mommy versus Mommy. Jordan Grace versus
Mm.
Rhea Ripley. I feel like
Mm.
that's one of them ones right there.
Oh
That's one
yeah,
of them.
that's a definite main eventer on any type of show, live TV or pay per view. Like
Facts.
that'll be good. We had talked about this one earlier. I know I had made it a tag match, but the more I thought about it, a one-on-one match between Bianca Belair and Jada Parker would probably
Mm-hmm.
bang a little bit harder than the tag team match I had talked about earlier. But yeah,
I
Bianca
think so too.
Belair, Jada P, two of the most over black women in WWE, two of the most athletically gifted, two of the most bougie, and and I love that attitude for both of them. Oh yeah, that shit would be a hard hitter because Jada don't play, and neither does Bianca. And I want to see who would break first.
Facts. Uh, we got a lot of these, and we're going to have to do some honorable mentions too. But for me, and I think this was one of the last ones I threw out at you before we actually came out here. But AJ Styles versus Javon Evans. We're on a very limited time to see that happen. But if it
Right.
does, that's literally generational.
That's a passing of the torp type of match right there.
Exactly. I think that'd be perfect with the retirement tour coming up personally, but you
Right.
know,
Get them both. Get them like 20 minutes to work magic,
for real.
and you'll have a 5-star match for that night.
True.
Because Javon, I remember watching him when he was still doing indie stuff. He was working in this company called DPW. He was he had got to the point where I think he was their world champion at one point, and his because he was there during around the same time. Was the black dude from Dark State? He was also in DPW at the same time. I think he actually
Mm.
beat Javon for their world title, and just to see
It's
how
funny.
long.
It's funny that you. It's funny that you brought that up too. I'm gonna get back to that in a second because some shit
Right.
happened. Some shit just happened at Bound for Glory that we got to
Okay.
touch on.
But yeah, Javon, with him being so young and already everybody's saying all these good things about him being so highly, his development, he is definitely set up to be like on that level of like AJ Styles as far as like athleticism and being over and doing all these things. And that match right there, that's the one that'll put him really on the map and help him really get over because he already is. But the rub from AJ Styles, I mean, that ain't gonna do nothing but help.
Thanks. Uh, we got space for one more.
All right, one more. Well, we that should be a very fun one. We can put Seth Rollins one-on-one with Ethan Page.
Okay, I like that one. I like that one.
Two guys who are very cerebral as far as their approach to matches. It's I think I mean with I, a lot of people really didn't don't really haven't really watched Ethan Page. Like if you didn't really watch Ethan Page until he got to WWE, Ethan Page has always been this good.
Mm-hmm.
When he was in AEW doing AEW stuff, even though he didn't get a lot of shine on TV. He was off the charts when he was in a tag team with Josh Alexander in TNA. He, to me, always even stood out, even though Josh was the one who went on to become world champion. Ethan was the one who kind of made that shit go. So, like, Ethan Page is exactly where he should be as far as like him being a champion and him being a top guy on NXT. And to see him go up against a guy like Seth Rollins, who his history with NXT and where he is now, like, yeah, that would definitely be a match that could that's a definite main eventer right there. That'll be a crazy banger.
Oh, for sure. For sure. All right. Well, for those of y'all watching, please let us know what your top five must see. Some of these we might be seeing, but fuck it. Tell us anyway. Let us know because the combinations are endless, and there's a lot of people that we did not mention that we would love to see some matches from. So maybe y'all can put us on to something that we forgot.
Right.
All right. So, before we even try to slide out of here, we can't ignore again the fact that Bound for Glory is happening as we speak.
Yes.
I've been low key tracking this shit from the beginning. Some stuff might have slipped through the cracks. I've been going back trying to see what all I missed. So what we do know off the rip, Steve Macklin won the international title back.
Yeah, I like the design of that belt, the baby blue with the
Yeah,
TNA logo. That shit is really deep. That shit is nice.
yeah, it low key remind me of like kind of like it's like the Attitude Era's version of the IC title, but with a little modern
Yeah,
twist to it.
especially with like the revamp that they had at the beginning of the year. TNA really hasn't had any like bad looking championships.
Yeah, for real. They've been doing pretty good. They ain't put out nothing that made me be like, what the fuck is that type shit, you know?
Right. My favorite design by them was that the Bobby Roode TNA big old belt. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
the Bobby
Yeah.
Roode belt. The Moose had brought it back for a while too. Um, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite designs by them. And like even with all when they did the reveal on all the new belts that they switched out this year, yeah, like they were beautiful.
Well, let's talk about some more championships. Championship matches going on. Kalani Jordan retained the knockout championship earlier. Um,
I did not see that one coming. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, the way they were building up Indy, they already had made her wait and wait and wait for this title
yeah,
shot.
yeah. I feel like I don't know. I feel like India will get her moment, but at the same time, they trying to push Kalani right now, which I didn't
Right.
really see that coming. I don't know, where that came from,
But the
but
funny thing about the Indy getting this title shot and her actually getting it, in between the time that she won the title shot and the time she had the match, the Knockouts Championship changed hands twice,
that's true.
and she was part of one of them.
That's true. So, um, the call your shot gauntlet. Um, so that
Before we get to that, let me ask you: if it had not been for whatever, because we still don't know the reason why Ash by Elegance had to forfeit the championship. We don't know, like, to the
mm,
extent of like whether she's hurt or they found something or if it was something personal. But
yeah,
barring all that, if none of that would have happened, do you think that Indy Hartwell would have went over Ash by Elegance instead of them swatching the title back from, because they, like I said, they just put it on Kaylani. So do you think they would have? put it on Indy if it had been Ash by Elegance instead of Kelani Jordan?
Possibly, possibly, but also it kind of made me think too, because if they were planning to put it on Indy, why would they have not just put her in the match
Right,
where they crowned the new champion? You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's one of them unsolved mysteries.
right. Because they had the two most random people that you could throw into that. I mean, we the lady one was formerly known as Xia Li and Kelani Jordan were had that match to determine who the champion would be, and neither one of them were anywhere near the TNA World Title picture before that.
True. Shit, wow. Um, so yeah, in the gauntlet, we actually had a little bit of controversy, and we actually have co-winners of the gauntlet.
Oh,
Yeah, so after losing the international title, Kazarian and Nick Nemeth actually have they won it together. So that's gonna
so
be
back to
interesting.
back years for Frankie Kazarian.
Yes,
Congratulations.
yes. You have to go back and watch to see what all happened there, but that's what happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Um,
check that out.
yeah, I'm jumping on the replay immediately after this run. No
Oh yeah, me
question.
too.
Um, the Hardys, the Hardys retained, of course. I
Yeah,
mean, I didn't think that was any question,
nah, Devon ain't coming back.
but
He
yeah, nah.
honestly didn't even want to come back for this one, but he did. That
Yeah,
money was right.
Bubba had to get in his ear.
Right.
Devon, get the paper. Shit. So ass over here one more time and put these glasses on with no frames.
Right. And
Quit
tape in
fucking
the middle.
playing. um, the match that you was really hyped to see, the match that we both really hyped to see, honestly.
Right.
Like, so what I got from what I've seen so far, the match ended in a draw, and Santino actually came out to restart that motherfucker because he was like, "We're not letting this shit end in no draw." So they
Right.
restart the match, and Dark State shows up,
Oh God.
and they laid both of their asses out. So I don't think we have a clean winner here.
Right. I
So
mean, I guess that makes sense in a way because Javon's been on a roll. Not
right,
just on NXT, but on the main roster as well. He's been killing it on SmackDown.
exactly,
Like we were talking about Javon last week when he challenged Sami Zayn for the US title. We really thought he was gonna win it.
yeah.
And yeah, he been hot, and then they just put the X Division title on Leon Slayer back at Slammiversary, which wasn't that long ago.
hmm So it's
And
like
it
they're in the middle of pushing both of those guys, really,
right,
and
like so yeah,
nobody
them
needs to take the L.
I mean, we still got the dream match out of it. It didn't end in a clear winner, which would have obviously been a lot cooler, but I could see why they ended it the way that they did. It's smart.
Yeah,
It
because
still
nobody.
protects both of them, and yeah, I mean they'll still be able to do everything. I mean, it's not like we can't get that match again.
Yeah, nobody needs to take that L right now. And
Nah,
like you said, we'll see it again, and this just gives us a reason to want to see it even more. So
right
I'm with that.
now, I feel like they can make this match if they really wanted to make a match between with the two of them in it that has a definitive winner and make it a triple threat. And whoever the third person is can eat the pin.
Exactly, and I'm sure we'll probably get something like that in the
I
near future,
mean,
especially
because
now that Dark State is interjected into this whole shit. Like,
right, because Myron Reed just won a number one contenders match to become the number one contender for the X Division title. I mean, and Myron Reed is still. I don't know if you ever see him on the Indies, and He's great. He's part of the Rascals. Speaking of the Rascals, recently let go Wes Lee just might show back up in TNA because Zachary Wentz put out a tweet saying that there's always room for you in the treehouse. So, and within the next 3 weeks or so, we can see Wesley pop back up in TNA, and that'll give the Rascals 4 people instead of 3.
There we go. The band is back together.
Yes.
And currently, that pretty much brings us up to speed on Bound for Glory. The main event's happening right now.
Right.
So probably gonna try to go and catch back up on everything that's happened.
Right.
It's been one hell of a show. It's been one hell of a week of wrestling. As we always do, before we get out of here, I'm going to give it to Big Q for his final. I'm sorry, Stone Q, Steve Austin, for his final words of wisdom. Q, what you got to say to the people?
Halloween is coming up, boys and girls. Don't be a bitch and give out bite-sized candy. Like, do full bars. Like, don't be that person. Also, if your kids is sick, keep your kids at home because I'm not trying to get sick fucking around with your sneezing ass babies. This is just me going off on a personal tirade, and that's I don't know why he even allows me to have this time at the end of the show.
It just feels necessary. I don't know.
Just let me get that shit out, and I appreciate you for that. You're a real one.
Absolutely. Gotcha, my
But
boy.
look,
Gotcha.
y'all know how we get down. Same BWO time, same BWO YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, share this shit with your friends. This is your mama's favorite podcast, after all, so you might as well share it
Right.
with the rest of the world. Show her why everybody, show the world why she liked this shit so much.
Facts. And follow BZ underscore badass on Twitch too, because I'm about to be streaming on that bitch again. And we're gonna get some of the BWO content on there too. Y'all stay tuned. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Stone
We
Q
out.
Steve Austin, BZ badass, this is BWO, and we out this bitch.
And that's the
Oh.
bottom line.